So now all of you, what you do is take a sheet of paper and place a pen next to it and close your eyes and then listen to me. Are we done? Have you closed your eyes? Eyes, I mean. Okay, once you've closed your eyes, you have to pick up that pen and you have to change its position. You have to keep it in, like if it's a table, you keep it on different corners or different places, okay? But on that table. And do this like twice or thrice. And when you're done, let me know. But don't open your eyes.
I need to keep it at different positions of the table.
Yeah, you need to change the position of the pen with your eyes closed.
Okay,
Just keep it anywhere on the table.
Yes, done.
Even if you're done, just keep your eyes closed.
Okay.
Are you done?
Yes.
Okay. So now keep your eyes closed, pick up that pen and write your name on that sheet of paper or notebook. Okay? But with your eyes closed. And don't cheat. Because you'd be cheating with yourself only. That's so.
Yes, done.
Okay. Can you show me?
With eyes closed.
I can't see you people.
Shall I open my eyes?
Yeah, you can. If you've written the name of your, if you've
Yeah,
written
I have done. Can you see it?
Yes, I can see it. Oh, you were
Yeah,
able to. That's good.
I also
Okay.
have it.
Okay, now show me one by one. Okay, that's great. Okay, I've seen it. Okay, great. Siddharth, I've seen it.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you.
So, you must be wondering that why I made you do this, right?
Yes.
So you keep on wondering. And on that note, I will start the today's session. Okay, so I'm about to share the screen. Can you see this picture?
Yes.
So what is this man doing?
I think he's digging the soil.
Yes.
Same here.
Right, I agree.
Yes, yes. You all are actually right. His name is Lancho, and Lancho is a farmer, and he's a very hard-working man. Okay, God-fearing man, hard-working man, like farmers are. So, as he was working in his fields, he was looking up at the sky, and he's thinking, it has been, a while since it rained. And it's not been like days or weeks. It's been months since it last rained. And he's worried what will happen now. My fields, I don't want them to get ruined because farmers are only dependent on their fields. And if their fields get ruined, what happens when the fields get ruined?
The crops get destroyed.
Yeah, their family gets distressed.
Tanvi, please unmute yourself.
Yes. So now, am I audible now?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. So what?
The
So how
crops
does
get
it
destroyed.
affect? Yes, crops are destroyed. Then what else? How does it affect the family?
Family gets no money because they
Yes.
cannot sell crops, so no food to eat.
Yeah, it hampers their lifestyles also.
Exactly. So these were the questions that were going in the mind of Lancho, and he kept thinking that what will happen now, and what will I do? How can I change this situation? But farmers and people who live in the village, they are quite intelligent, and they are able to predict rains, and they are able to understand the change in weather. So he looks up at the sky once again and he thinks, I think it will rain. Now it's been, a long while, and I think it's time that it will rain. So he kept looking up in the sky and he kept thinking that it might rain. And surprisingly, it did. The next day, it started raining. And when it started raining, he saw his fields were so happy. They were swaying in the rains. And he just folded his hands and he started thanking God, that God, thank you so much for bringing rains. My fields needed it, I needed it, now I will get some money, I will help my family. But as he was praying, that rains turned into a heavy downpour, and then suddenly there was a hailstorm. Hailstorm is basically, in Hindi we say ole padna. Okay, so it started, hailstorm was there, and then it was heavily raining. And he couldn't understand what was going on. So he just looked ahead and he started praying to God, and this time complaining that please, please don't bring hailstorm, my fields can't bear it, they are not able to take that. It's too strong, the winds are too strong. But then he just looked at his children. He just he looked at his children, and you know what they were doing? They were playing, and they were happy, and they were running around. They were looking and so happy. And so he just forgot about the hailstorm and everything. He kept staring at his children. Oh, my children are so happy, they're so happy, they're playing around. And after a long while, his children were playing around and jumping. In the rains, children play around. So they were playing with the hailstorm and everything. So he just forgot everything, and he started thanking God, that thank you for bringing the rains and the hailstorm, because my kids are so happy. So as he was looking at, so this is how this day ended. And the next day, what happened uh, was that he went to his fields, and he saw the fields were covered in a sheet of white salt. And what was that white salt?
Ice.
Snow. I think it's snow.
Actually, hailstorm, when they break down, it looks like salt, crystals of salt. So we can't call it snowfall. Hailstorm is basically ole, and ole is not snowfall. So it cracked down on the floor, and it was like crystals, and it looked like a sheet of salt, white salt. And he was disheartened, and he thought to himself, now everything is destroyed, now I can't help my family. He looked back at his house and he started thinking, everything is gone now. And how will I survive, and how will my family survive? My wife, what will she do? We can borrow, but how long will we borrow? And then we will have to pay it back, right? So he kept thinking and wondering and worrying in his head. So what he did, whenever Lancho is confused or looking for a solution, he always looks up at the sky. So he looked up at the sky, and he took a pen and a paper. He was educated enough, so he took a pen and a paper, and he started writing. And he was writing with full focus, and just writing it everything down. So what happened was that his children, they came around, and they started asking him that, Papa, what are you doing? Come play with us, come play with us. But he said, no, I'm working, so I'm very busy, don't disturb me. So he said, what are you doing? But what is it that you're doing? Who are you writing to? So he said, I'm writing to God. So his children, they said, okay, so you're writing to God. Okay, tell him to send me new toys. And his daughter said that my doll is broken, so tell God to send me a new doll. So how do you think, how old is Lancho? What do you think is his age? Lancho's age?
35.
Yes,
Maybe.
he's a middle-aged man actually. So have you ever seen a middle-aged man write a letter to God?
No.
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 Let me share an experience. When I was young, when I was 10 years old, my mother would bring me toys, and she would always say that Santa Claus dropped it for you. Even if it was summer, Santa Claus bought it for you. And as I got older, I realized it was my mom who was bringing me all the toys. So for his children who are saying that, tell God to bring me this, it's innocent. But this man, who is a middle-aged man, intelligent, he is writing a letter to God. Why do you think he's writing a letter to God? What is it he's writing about?
He might have thought that only God could solve his problem.
Yes, that is one of the theories. That's correct, actually. What else? What do you think would be the contents of that letter?
She will be writing all his problems in that.
Yes. Actually, when he was writing the letter, his children went into the house and they told their mother that dad is writing a letter to God. Now his wife thought, what? What is my husband doing? So they first she thought that maybe children are playing some game or something, but then she actually saw him writing, and that made her believe that my husband, he's actually writing a letter to God. And she became more concerned and sad because the fields are destroyed, and she's thinking that maybe he's not able to take it so well, he's not able to process it. So she went and she tried to console him that, listen, we can borrow something, we can work it out. But he kept writing. So he wrote that, dear God, my name is Lancho, and thank you for bringing me the rains, but you brought the hailstorm too, and that has destroyed my fields. So I need 100 pesos, and that would be enough for my livelihood. So kindly send me yours sincerely, Lancho. So he wrote this letter, and he puts this in the mailbox, drops it into the mailbox. Okay. Yeah. So when it reached the mailbox, and the postman was collecting all the letters, he was checking it out. Okay, okay, everything. And then suddenly he saw a letter. Okay. Very strange letter. So there is a thing that if you send a letter somewhere and if the address is unknown, so the letter is returned back to you. So he thought that maybe this will be returned back to the sender, but then he turned it and it was written to God. He started thinking, what? Where is this letter going? Which God? If in Indian context we talk about we have 33 crore deities, they kept thinking, which God? Which God are we sending this letter to? And he kept looking, and then he took this to his senior officer. This is him showing the letter to his senior officer. And they started laughing. This was a joke. So the senior officer thought that maybe some kid has written a letter. Let's open it. So as he opened the letter, he grew intense and serious. Why do you think that the senior officer became intense reading the letter?
Because it was by the farmer who was not a small child
Yes. And
and it
as
was
he was,
requesting for money.
yes, as he was reading the letter, he knew who Lancho was because it was a small town, and in a small town, everybody knows everybody. So as he was reading the letter, he realized that it is a man who is writing to him. So what he started to do is he started to collect money in his office, but he was able to only collect 70 pesos. He couldn't collect 100 pesos. So he collected 70 pesos and he said to the postman that, okay, put this in the mailbox. Okay. But before he can drop it, Lancho came on that Sunday morning when he was about to send the letter to his house. He actually went to the post office. So what happened was Lancho went to his post office, and he was sitting and waiting for his letter. He was waiting for the letter that he has received from God. Now, all the other employees were looking at him very eagerly to see his reaction because they had helped him. So they wanted to see his reaction. What will he do now? What will he do? What will he say after reading the letter? What will be his reaction? How will he react to this? So they kept looking at him. They kept exchanging looks with each other and at him. So Lancho was reading his letter, as you can see in the image. He was reading the letter, and he saw that there was only 70 pesos in the letter. He recounted it. It was 70 pesos. So he took another pen and another paper and he started writing another letter, and he dropped it in the mailbox and left the office. Now as he left the office, what happened was the senior officer thought that maybe he has written a vote of thanks to God. Maybe he has thanked God for, helping him, for being grateful. So the senior officer said that, you all have contributed to this. So I will read this letter aloud. So he started reading the letter. Now this is a very interesting part, okay? So he started reading. Dear God, thank you for bringing me 70 pesos. But you know that I needed 100. Well, no worries. You can send me the balance amount, but send your trustworthy person to my home. I'm giving a detailed address of my place where you can send the money, but in person, not through mail. Because these postmen are very cunning. I'm sure that they have opened your letter and they have stolen the money. So the minute he ended reading the letter, the senior officer, he was awestruck, and every other employee was exchanging funny looks at each other. That did you steal something? Did I steal? No, I'm not peeking into others' mail and everything. So and then suddenly the senior officer started laughing, and he said everybody to get back to their work, and this is how the story ended. Now we did a fun exercise in the beginning where you were about to write your name with your eyes closed, right? And you're
Yes.
still wondering why I made you do that, right? So why so in order to answer that, I'm going to ask you two questions, and that will give you your answer that will satisfy your curiosity. And that is the theme of the story also. When Lancho enters the post office, he is very confident that he will receive a response from God, as if he's communicating with him on a daily basis. And everybody is curious except him. He's sitting in the office, he's reading the letter very calmly. Why do you think he was so calm when he was reading the letter?
I think because he was very much sure that God would help him. That's
Yes.
why.
Okay. What else?
Maybe he was very intelligent and he knew that this will not reach to God and someone else will help God.
Okay.
Maybe he connected with the God and he thought that he will help him for sure.
Okay, Siddharth just said that he was very intelligent. Okay, he was very intelligent, so he knew he would not get a response. That actually makes me ask my second question, which is that did he really get a response from God?
No.
Think before you answer this.
Yes.
We
Yes,
can
he
say
did
that
actually. Yes. Because
See,
God was there in the form of other human beings who helped him
yes,
out.
exactly. I was actually going to quote my grandmother. She always says, "आप तो भगवान के रूप में मिले हैं." So
Uh,
that's the definition of this answer. That is the definition of this question. And in the first part of the question, you said that he was confident that he will receive a response from God. Why was he so confident? Why was he so adamant that he will get a response from God?
because he knew there are good people who will definitely read this and help him out. If not 100 pesos, then something less than that or anything, maybe.
Okay. Anything else?
I think he could only trust God.
Yes, that's the answer. Trust, basically. That is the theme of the uh, story, which you've just cracked. The theme of the story, which is having faith. As George Michael says in his songs, Gotta Have Faith, that's the theme. When you believe in yourself, when you have faith, you can do wonders. This was just a simple man who was writing a letter to God. But as you are studying in 10th class, you must be facing a lot of challenges in school itself. I'm not going beyond that
Yes,
because
ma'am.
we are still in school right now. So you must be facing a lot of challenges, and you will come across a lot of questions in your life, and you might run out of options, I must say. But if you have belief is the only thing that can help you persevere even through the darkest times. And it's good to be disheartened. It's good to lose hope. It's okay. It's human tendency to lose hope. but you gotta have faith. Now, for your home activity, I would like to ask you to write a letter to God. But when you write a letter to God, be as adamant and as faithful as Lancho was. Okay. So this was the first chapter in 10th class English, a letter to God.